Hi guys, decided to do something a little bit different today. Instead of review a film, I'm reviewing 12. I'm going to talk about each film briefly, but mainly I'm going to talk about the distributor, and that's 101 Films. I think they're only released in England. I don't know if they're released anywhere else. I've got 12 of them. There's a few more out there. They're all relatively new, in the last 3 years when they're released, and it is the 101 Films. So there's the collection that I've got so far. I have 12 of them. I've seen, interestingly, 6, and I've not seen 6. So I've seen half of them. The ones I've seen are Bunnyman Massacre, Sick Boy, The Lodge, Goatman Murders, Carnival of Fear, and Mask Maker. Now, most of these are American, and they have different titles in America, which is a bit of a pain. Some of them have been released in America about 5 years ago, but as I say, all the 101 films that I have been released in the last couple of years. So, most of the films are pretty low budget. As I said, they've got different names in America. That says a lot, really. I don't know why they do that. I think it may be to de-associate themselves or disassociate themselves with the reviews that they got in America and try and maybe get new reviews or something. Perhaps, I don't know. I've got mixed feelings about most of the films that 101 release. Not all of them are horror. There's some of the ones like there's a I Spit in Your Grave release and there's like other stuff like that, but I'm only interested in the horror for the time being. The 6 that I've not seen, are The Wicked, The Wrong House, The Maze, Sawney Flesh of Man, and Dead Souls, and Night of the Living Dead 3D Reanimation. So, the one thing that really attracted me to the films is the covers. They've all got really, really good covers. Sometimes misleading, I must admit. I've been annoyed in the past to be attracted to one of these films and then be completely disappointed with what the film was, because at first they looked like really good budget films, like with great artwork and everything, but they ended up being nothing like the covers. So that is something to be aware of. They're all pretty easy enough to find, although some of them aren't very cheap. There's a few that I haven't got, Rites of Spring or something like that, I forget really. The Wrong Road, just stuff like that. There's about 5 others that I want. I mean, I do want all the horror releases. You've got a few coming out as well. They're on Facebook and Twitter. You can find them on there, and they just basically post about upcoming films or whatever, and post about reviews for the film, stuff like that. So, of the 6 that I've seen, this was an okay film. It was the first one I watched by 101. I think it was the first one I bought by 101, and it was an okay film. The next was Bunnyman Massacre. I didn't like this one. I've reviewed all of these actually, apart from Carnival of Fear. They're all on my YouTube channel if you want to look into the films in greater detail. But I didn't like this one at all. This one was okay. It was a good film, but it wasn't terrible. This one, I did like this one. I thought it was a pretty good film. Absolutely. Although in my review initially I slated this film because I was expecting a lot more from it, but on reflection it was one of the funniest horrors I've ever seen, and it wasn't too serious. It was super low budget, super cheesy, and I really, really did actually enjoy this when I think back on it. But the cover is very misleading for this one. And finally, Carnival of Fear. I didn't like this one at all. One of the poorer films that I've watched in recent years. But either way, I still think the collection's good and they're worth checking out. Usually you can get them for around $5, usually less than. That's second hand though. The ones I've not seen, they all look pretty good. Like, I do want to watch this one pretty soon. I mean, no rush to watch this one, but whatever. Again, no rush to watch this one because it's not an official sequel to Night of the Living Dead. It's just a rip-off. I believe this one's yeah, this is a prequel to another one of the rip-offs of the Night of the Living Dead's. Maze, again, I'm not in a massive rush to watch this one because it's for £3, so I couldn't complain. This is one I really want to watch. I've seen great reviews about this one, and it just seems like a pretty unique and twisted film, so definitely you should check this one out as well. And Dead Souls, yeah, I suppose, I'll leave it, I'll take it. So, you know, hopefully that kind of gives you a feel of what they're like. Some of the films are okay, some are poor, and every now and again you might get one you really enjoy. As I said, they're all really low budget. I'm talking super low budget, especially Goatman Murders. And it can be pretty hard to find online and fan reviews about, especially because of the way they've been released a couple of years ago in America under different titles, and they've recently been released with the 101 distribution in England with different titles. So, as I said, check them out. You know, if you're a massive fan of horror, check out these, because there's some pretty good films there, some nice attempts at horror, and you know, they're not too expensive, they're not too hard to find. So if you see them in your shop and you're interested in horror, why not check them out? You've got nothing to lose apart from a couple of quid and an hour and a half of your life. So thank you for watching, and please check out my other videos. You can check out my reviews for 5 of them films that I've shown you. They're all jotted about my channel somewhere. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe. Thank you.